over time, Bitcoin has been one of the biggest winners in 2023, rallying more than, get this, 80% this year to cross 30,000 for the first time since last June.
But the bottom line is, ADP private sector came out 8:15 a.m. Eastern time, came in at 145,000 jobs created. That's private sector only. That's not the big jobs number coming up later this week. That's just the private sector. Now investors were expecting 210,000, so it was a weaker number than expected. Now, what does that mean? Well, weaker number initially is good news, right? Because it means the Fed may hike less. Maybe they'll even pause at the next meeting in May. However, this is the kicker, guys, and this is something I have said for a long time, is that bad news will eventually become bad news. Now, why the heck would the Fed stalling out on hiking and maybe even pausing rates, in terms of hiking, being a good thing? And the answer is, or a bad thing, I should say. And the answer is very simple. It tells you the economy is slowing. As long as inflation's above 2%, the Fed cannot cut rates. Okay, so again, there's this lot of hype out there, people hoping and praying that the Fed will cut rates. It is not going to happen. Jerome Powell has said that to the nth degree, that he is not going to cut rates because he doesn't want to repeat what Paul Volcker did in the 80s, where he cut rates too quickly and inflation roared back exponentially fast. So again, guys, the bottom line is you're starting to see the futures actually weaken a little bit on that slightly worse than expected job number. Now we'll see what the jobs number is in the coming days for the non-farm payroll report. But the bottom line is we're looking at, I think, a starting switch point where bad news means recession. And the recession is even worse this time because the Fed cannot cut rates and print money as aggressively as before.
Bitcoin stays stuck in an ever-decreasing trading range, but market participants are already eyeing a potentially explosive resolution for BTC price. Hello and welcome to Money Talks. In today's video, founder and chief market strategist at InTheMoneyStocks.com and verified crypto investing, Gareth Soloway updates about Bitcoin's current market standing and his outlook for Bitcoin in 2023.
Here's the S&P 500 chart. Take a look, guys. And again, on the S&P 500, look at yesterday's high, right into a down-sloping trend line. I love this stuff, guys. Again, this is what brings me into you guys every single day. Take a look at this. When we look right there, we look right here, and then look at this pivot point right there. Does it make sense that the markets opened higher on Tuesday yesterday and pulled back? The answer is, just from this chart, absolutely. The markets ran almost vertically into a brick wall, this trend line being a brick wall. Now remember, when you run into resistance, the general prognosis is a pullback. The question is, after you pull back, do you break out or do you break back down? All right, so there's two possibilities here. One is we consolidate in a bull flag where we start to do sideways consolidation. And this is really key, guys. A bull flag is noted by a 90 to 45 degree angle. Let me zoom in on myself because I want to show you guys this. All right, again, a bull flag is a general vertical move. Bull flag starts with the consolidation. It's either 90 degrees or it can be a slope of 45. Anywhere between 90 and 45 degrees, that is okay for a bull flag. That's what we're looking for here. Do we get that bull flag consolidation pattern, or do we just see a sharp pullback? In my personal opinion, I think the markets are very close to a major pivot. I've done calculations, I've looked at cycles. We're very close. Going into next week, we may see a sharp turn lower in the S&P 500. Speaking of Bitcoin, let's go to it because we have some big stuff to discuss on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, again, guys, continues to hammer on this upper level. I'm going to tell you this. You now have 3 days left. 3 days left to break out. If you don't break out in the next 3 days, you should see a big sell-off next week. So ticking, tick-tock, right? We're looking at a scenario here by the fact that we're seeing Bitcoin has struggled here. Even when the U.S. stock market was ripping higher, we saw the dollar collapsing yesterday, breaking a key trend line. Bitcoin's not breaking out here. What's going on? Well, needless to say, it's at a pivotal level. Literally for the last month, I've been saying, guys, watch the 28,500 to 30,500 level. That is your major resistance level. That is the biggest level in Bitcoin, the biggest by far level in Bitcoin. All right. And again, that's the key here, to understand that that is your level.
Bitcoin reduced its narrow trading range even further into April 8th as risk assets waited for fresh catalysts. The pair continued sideways behavior into the weekend after the Wall Street trading week offered few surprises. Despite calls for $25,000 and $30,000 to enter as near-term targets, increasing order book liquidity on either side of the spot price appeared to offer the market increasingly little room for maneuvering. This liquidity remained in force on the day, with monitoring resource material indicators capturing the phenomenon on the Binance order book.
Gold staging another up move today. This is real-time action on gold right here. Another green candle. Look at the flag pattern breakout, guys. Again, flag. Look at that pretty flag. Here's your flag pull. This is what I talk about in flags, right? So look at the angles of this. It's a sideways consolidation that's generally 45 to 90 degrees. And again, it forms this sideways chop. That's consolidation or digestion of the recent up move. That's very, very bullish. Notice how it happened above this down sloping trend line. Pivot high right here, right? Pivot high right here. And then here we broke out, we retraced, we consolidated, now we're breaking out. Where's your short-term target? Right up here. So you're looking at 2075, 2080, double top actually would be a triple top. Now, I saw someone asking this question earlier, guys. And again, I do my best to answer a couple questions here and there. I just have to get through what I want to get to you guys ASAP. Someone asked, how much of a pullback would we expect on gold at the double, the triple top? That's a great question. To figure that out, what we want to do here is we want to look at the chart. So basically what you have here, all right, is sideways consolidation. In fact, let me just go to this. All right, so here's your double top right up here. And let's say we go straight up there. The essence of the pullback should bring us back to that forward pivot high and consolidation. So you would put a line here in at around 1960. And if we hit this level, let me draw a trend line here so you guys get this. So if we go up here, you should get a pullback here to about this 1960-65 level. You also have the downsloping line, but less likely will go there. The bottom line is we recheck back to this pivot high, all this consolidation, and that becomes your buying opportunity for the next leg up. Off to the races we go. I am now isolating down about a $2,300 price target on gold by year end. I think, again, I've showed you guys this in the past, and I think it's remarkable. But if you go to the 1970s, you had a 9x on gold from the lows of the consolidation. Now, we're not going to do 19x. Let's not get fooled by that. All right, 9x was in a world without Bitcoin, without a lot of alternatives for investments. Do I think we can do a 3x? Yes. Do I think we're going north of 5,000 over the next couple years? I absolutely do on gold. So you're probably looking to this high here. All right, so yeah, I think I see what you're looking at. You're looking at this trend line here. Yep. Yeah, that actually just adds even more resistance. So actually, I didn't see this one before. Congrats, props. You're on point on this. That is a trend line. Now, granted, we were above it, but look at how it was reestablished here, guys. This is some pretty cool stuff, and I love teaching in this. So you had this line here, right? Then you broke above it, and then look at how you came below. Actually, you hit it here. Notice right there, you had a little hit right there. Then you broke below, and then look at how it reestablished. I love how trend lines can reestablish themselves right there. And then if we pop up, that's going to be more resistance. So this adds to the key kind of factor of saying, can Bitcoin break out above 30,000 or so? Sure, it could, but probabilities, my friends. All right, probabilities are what we want to follow here. And again, that is the key here with Bitcoin. And Bitcoin right now doesn't mean it can't break out. It might, but the probabilities still say tons of resistance in this range. Let's keep an eye on that. Let's go to ETH here real quick and see what we got on that one. Ethereum is pushing up here, guys. I have a target price on Ethereum of 2,000. So 2,000 is going to be your little resistance here. You are trying to break out of an upsloping channel. That's semi-impressive. Notice how many times you've hit against it. But right up here is your next level. Look to short Ethereum off of 2,000 unless proven otherwise. In other words, if it confirms above.
So, what are your thoughts about Gareth Soloway's prediction? Tell us in the comments. Also, Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon with the next video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not all that money's gone into money market funds. Do we know how much has gone into Bitcoin?
Well, if anything, it's been much more difficult to put U.S. dollars into the crypto ecosystem because of all of those on and off ramps between the crypto world and fiat cash closed once you lost the two payment networks operated by Silvergate and Signature. And that's ultimately going to be a difficult thing. But in a very counterintuitive twist of events, essentially less liquidity in the crypto space has made it easier for these outsized price movements to happen. So even the slightest bit of momentum or big buy, always a price.
Is it possible